Very quickly, hear me out. Here's the WinRed directory. If you go to the state of Connecticut and you touch U.S. Senate race, you'll see my picture, Johnny Flynn. That's how you donate to me. But today's video is going to be extremely important to the federal case that we are in that is connecting Wi-Fi, RF radiation, to the vaccine, which Judge Meyer is vehemently opposed to. Now, in my hand is a study from Russia, translated into English. You should read it. It's on the NIH website. It basically, if I can show you the article, I'll go to the article. Evidence, coronavirus, public health policy. Now, I'm reading from this document on this screen. Has focused on severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, SARS-CoV-2 virus, and its effects on health, while environmental factors like 5G are not considered, okay? They are, in quote, ignored. And considering the epidemiological triad, host environment applicable to all disease, we investigated a possible environmental factor of the COVID-19 pandemic. Ambient radio frequency radiation from wireless communication systems, including microwave and millimeter wave. So SARS-CoV-2 that came from the Wuhan, China study lab and the gain of function was implemented in Wuhan at the same time they rolled out 5G wireless communication systems, demonstrating a statistical correlation to international communities with recently established 5G networks. In the study, we examine the peer-reviewed scientific literature. So when you go down in the crux of this article, there are research and journals reviewing paperwork in my hand that is vitally important to our case. RF and 5G involving densification of certain bandwidths of radiation. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this and the reason why I am being considered a conspiracy theory is because they don't know me and they don't know my background and they don't really care. Now, in Connecticut, what you need to know is we have a lawsuit pending in the federal court, which is now in the Second Circuit Court, and we are writing the brief. Great. Only 3 of the defendants have lawyered up. There are 128. It's a big deal. So, what I want to tell you relates to a childhood story of mine, okay? Why do I give a crap about radiation in the state of Connecticut? I'll tell you why. Because when I was 10 years old, my grandfather died of colon cancer that spread from his fingers. He had bone cancer. Why did he have bone cancer? Well, he had the first X-ray machine in the city of New York. He lived in Brooklyn. He ran Victory Memorial Hospital. I think it's in Bensonhurst. It's near the Verrazano-Narrows Bridge. Now, what happened was my grandfather, who ran the hospital, had that machine in his home office. So people would knock the door at night saying, "Hey, my kid broke his arm. We need an X-ray. You have the only machine." He would take an X-ray, and they would figure out how to reset the bone. Okay, so people were coming over 24/7 asking to use the X-ray machine. Now, my grandfather had the only one. It had a 1-foot cord. Every time he took an X-ray, he had his hand in it. They did not know that X-rays caused cancer. X-rays are radiation, just like 5G, just like a smart meter. It goes through buildings, folks. It goes through walls, and it collects in amniotic fluid and cooks the infant in the womb. I am telling you right now, when my grandfather, John Flynn, the 6th, I'm the 8th, my son's the 9th, had an office in Brooklyn, and took an x-ray, x-ray, x-ray. People came to the funeral and said, boy, your grandpa took my leg and saved my life. I had cancer. He removed my leg. Or I was in a I was on a motorcycle accident. Your grandfather amputated my leg. Saved my life. What I'm saying is that he lost every digit on every finger. Imagine losing half this finger, half this finger, half this finger, and the rest. Losing your thumb entirely. My grandpa had no fingers. Why? Because then he switched hands, did an x-ray, lost this finger, did an x-ray, lost this finger, because he did thousands of this. Now when you go to the dentist, they put a lead blanket over you and protect you from the radiation in your mouth when they look to see how your teeth are doing, and they look at the roots. They're planning a root canal. They need an x-ray. You have a cavity, they need an x-ray. They cover your body, not your head, and it causes cancer. They know that now. Back then they did not know that. So my grandfather had 100 limousines at his funeral, and everyone cared. So the man had no fingers. That's what Connecticut is doing. That is what the courts are allowing. These are Russian studies translated to English in the middle of this document. It has credits to who? Varga Flammer. Who's that? I have no idea. I don't care. The studies, a substantial overlap in pathology between COVID-19 and WCR. Wi-Fi radiation. Okay? Exposure. What I'm saying is that 5G goes through buildings. It goes through fingers. It goes through your body, causes cancer, and the graphene oxide in the Pfizer shot is an antenna to pinpoint with accuracy how to kill you with radiation when you put a smart meter on your house. And Governor Lamont thinks 5G is safe. Congressman Jim Himes said 5G is safe. Hell, the smart meter's on the outside of your house. Blah, 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 blah. Hello, people. He's in charge of the Russia collusion hoax. He's on the Intelligence Committee. He's now kicking Biden under the bus because Biden's likely to out Himes on his corruption and has already outed Murphy on his substantial treasons. Okay? Treason, Murphy, Biden, Ukraine, Burisma. Hi. If you don't stop the investigation of Hunter Biden, you're not going to get the $1 billion. The $1 billion, that's your money. I need to be sent to the U.S. Senate for various reasons. You need to do it now. I started the America First Party in Connecticut. I am their only candidate. If you want anyone else to get the endorsement, call me. I'll take care of it, because I can and will. You need to follow what's happening for the RF effects and the signals, the exposure, the technical disruption within your own cells inside your body. So how do you heat a cup of coffee in the microwave? You put the cup in, the atoms on the exterior of the cell spin, heating up the water. It causes friction. That's what they're doing to children's brain cells, causing autism in Connecticut. Hamden's Wi-Fi is 6 million times the limits in this document. 6 million times more radiation than is allowed by law, and the law is wrong. Russia's RF radiation limit is 10. Connecticut is 1,000. Cancer is caused at 14, 15, and 16. Autism, 13, 12, 11. Autism. Infertility, 10, 11, 12. Frogs don't reproduce after 5G. They can't. Okay? It's a study. You need to read them. Thank you very much. Please go to WinRen, send me $10 so I can process this case. It's going to cost 20 grand just to serve it. And I am not a bank. No, I am not a bank. I am a candidate, and you should be vested in my campaign because I will save your life. Yes, I will. No problem. Half the people that donate to me are Democrats. Half the people that sign my petition are pro-life. I am pro-life with many exceptions. Many exceptions. But don't allow partial birth abortion in the 3rd trimester. That is murder. And I'm not kidding. Have a great day. 11 minutes. Wow, I was hoping for a 2-minute post. Thank you. America first.